Today I'm reviewing the Timekettle M3 language translator earbuds. So in this video, I'm going to walk through what these actually do. I'll demo the translation modes live, and then I'll tell you who they make sense for and who should skip them. Timekettle sent these out for review, but they don't get to see this video before it goes live, and the opinions here are my own. So what is this thing? The M3 is a pair of in-ear Bluetooth earbuds that double as a two-way translator when you use them with the Timekettle app. They support 40 languages and 93 accents, so a lot. And they also work as a normal earbud for music and phone calls. So you get active noise cancellation for about 7.5 hours of listening on a single charge and roughly 24 hours total with the charging case. So a decent amount of battery. So let's just go over an unboxing of the Timekettle earbuds so you can see exactly what comes in these earbuds and get a closer look at them. Okay, so let's unbox the M3 translator earbuds. Just pull from the bottom. So I love when boxes have those little tabs. So much easier. Okay, so we have the earbuds here. Flip it over. Okay, tips for Bluetooth pairing. Then we have the instructions right here. All right, so then we got the thick manual and the actual earbuds themselves. So I love the way this box is arranged, really cool design. It's a nice little foam pad. Then we have the ear tips. And this will be the charging cable. Okay, then let's have a look at these. I love how they're magnetic and you can put them together like a normal case and then just have them like this and still be magnetic as well. It just makes it so much easier to share. Let's have a look at one of them. Easy to pull out. Pretty big, the earbud. It's like, it's bigger than any probably edition of AirPods. The very first generation of AirPods were on the bigger side. And yeah, these feel a little bit bigger. Pretty lightweight though. You don't feel heavy at all. Just a little sensor. The other earbud is of course the same. It's a magnetic case. Just fits right in really easily. You can see that it's charging. The light right there. Just snap them on back together with the magnets. You're good to go. So that's everything that you get with your purchase. Of course, the earbuds with the charging case, instruction manual, USB-C cable, and the ear tips. Okay, so what you need to know about these earbuds. To use the translation features, you need the Timekettle app installed on an iOS or Android phone, and then the earbuds are paired over Bluetooth and connected inside the app. So before a trip, it's worth taking 5 minutes to set your language and the other person's language inside the app. Also, you want to decide which mode you're going to use so you're not fumbling in front of someone. It's important to note that this online version does not include offline translation packs by default. So if you want offline support, you have to buy the language packs in the app, which roughly are $9.99 per language pair. And they only cover specific language combos. Okay, so let's go over the different modes. So there are 3 main modes. The first one is the touch mode. So each person wears one earbud and you tap before speaking, and the other person hears the translation in their ear after a short delay, usually about half a second to a few seconds. This isn't perfect, but it works pretty well, as you'll see. So this is built for one-to-one conversations, meeting friends, family, or a guide. And the next mode is a listen mode. So you wear the earbuds and then leave your phone near the speaker, and the app picks up the speech and sends a translation to your ear. And this is meant for classes, presentation, tours, or TV. And then we have the speaker mode. So you wear the earbuds, talk into the phone, and the translation comes out of the phone's speaker. And that's for quick interactions like ordering food, asking for directions, or paying at a counter. All right, so let's get into the app and run a demo of these modes. Okay, so let's go over a demo of the 3 modes. We're in the app right now. Just a few things first. So with the earbuds, to connect them through Bluetooth, you'll just want to go to your normal settings in your phone and connect them that way. And with the case specifically, when you put in the earbuds, it will turn off the earbuds when you put them in the case, and it'll turn on when you take them out. And these will take around 75 minutes to charge. So there's no turning on and off, just put them in the case and you're good to go. Okay, let's just have a look at the main screen right here. So at the very top, we have our earbuds, the battery level, and then Right below that, we have the offline translation. Again, if you want the offline translation, you'll want to go to the Me tab at the very bottom right-hand corner and then go to the offline translation download. And there you can purchase the language. Okay, and then we have our three modes, the listening mode, the speaker mode, and the touch mode. So let's go over each mode so you can understand exactly how these work. So the listening mode. This is one of my favorite modes. So what you do is you just hold up your phone. You have your phone microphone and you press the blue button and that will start listening, and then I'll take in the language and then that'll translate it and give it back to you in your earbuds. So this can be someone actually talking, this can be just a TV, and just anything that you just want to have passive listening for, this is great for. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and play a YouTube video that's in Italian, and we'll see the translation happen on the screen, and then I'll also hear it in my earbuds. Okay, so I'll go ahead and play the YouTube video now and press the blue button.
Prossimamente. Perché sarebbe figo andarci.
Soon.
Non ho mai camminato.
Why would it be to go? I have never walked on the 𝗪𝗏𝗃𝗬.
Accese.
In theory, there are some decorations on.
Okay, so that picked up all the audio and translated it well. And this can be continuous. So you can just have it playing the entire time. And then when you're done, you just press the pause like I did. And it'll stop the listening mode. So there's a few settings you can also adjust with this. So the bottom left-hand corner, pause duration. So if you, the person or whoever's speaking has a different cadence and the translation is starting to get a little off, you can adjust this for the pauses that they have between sentences, so the proper punctuation will come through. So this is a good setting to have to make sure you're getting the proper translation. Okay, and then the font, what we see on the screen, we can adjust that if we wanted to. And then the playback, so we have the playback translation, we can disable that, and we can also do the playback speed. Playback speed is really helpful. So there's around a 2-second delay between what is actually being put into the microphone to what you hear with the translation. And just sometimes I'll add the 1.2x just so I'm a little more in sync with what actually is being said live. Just have the translation sped up a little bit so I can hear it quicker and be more in sync with what is actually being said live. Okay, and then we'll go to the settings. This will have many of the settings we just discussed, but we can have a male or female voice for the Italian or for the English. And then we can learn more about the listening mode. And then we can have the ambient noise come through, or we can have it relatively quiet, relatively noisy, and noisy. Just depends how much we want to come through. So it's nice to have these different settings, these 5 different levels of being able to isolate the active noise canceling on the earbuds or let more noise in. Okay, translate audio. So you definitely don't need the earbud mode for this one. That way you know who's talking with the light. So the light right here. I'll just go ahead and show you the light right there, the green light. Okay, let's go to the next mode. That is the speaker mode. So you're gonna place the phone close to the speaker and wear the earbud to listen to the translation. They're interacting with you through your phone, not your earbuds in this mode. So we'll click speaker mode, and we have our languages already set. And then we can have each person speak by just clicking on the English or Italiano at the very bottom. And for the speaker mode, there is also another option. Just swipe to the right, and then we can have the two-way conversation. So someone on the other end could be clicking this when they want to talk, and we can click the English when we want to talk. So let's just go ahead and do that just so we can see what it's like. So we'll do the English. Hey, how's it going?
Ciao, come va?
Okay, and then just tap to pause. And then you can see that it translates, and that person can then talk. Tutto bene, grazie.
Everything is fine, thank you.
Okay, and then we also hear that in the earbuds with the English translation, and we can continue the conversation that way. So really convenient method. You don't have to give them the earbuds if you don't want to. You can just keep them here and just give them your phone and just have them tap your phone. So really convenient. And again, you can have this screen, or you can use it with this screen as well and just toggle between English and Italiano. So you could say just, where is the restaurant?
Il ristorante. Il ristorante.
And it'll then give the translation in Italian through the speaker of your phone, not through your earbuds. Again, having them interact with you through the phone and not the earbuds. And then they can press the Italian one, or you can press it and then they can speak into your phone. 𝗪𝗛𝗏𝗧𝗏 𝗪𝗛𝗏.
The restaurant here.
Okay, so that's how you can work through the different speaker mode, the back and forth with having the split screen or just a single screen. Okay, and then also these settings, same settings that we have for all of them. You can adjust the volume, male, female for the languages. And then you can have the ambient noise, font size, translate audio, pause duration, earbud light, and you have a personalized glossary down there, which I don't use. Okay, and then the last mode, the touch mode. So each person wears an earbud and they tap either the earbud or the microphone to switch the speaker, the microphone on your phone. So go ahead and press that. Okay, and it's very similar to the other mode, except they can have the earbud. You can go ahead and give them the earbud, then they tap when it's their turn to speak, and you tap as well on the earbud when it's your turn to speak. And it's a really simple process. When you want to speak, you tap the green button and then it will go ahead and go. So this is the left earbud. So you can see that it started the Italian there. So go ahead and tap the right earbud so I can start speaking. Hey, how's it going?
Ciao, come va?
Then we can press the pause there and we can see that it translated. And then we have the left earbud. Tutto bene, grazie.
Everything is fine, thank you.
Okay, and that translated as well. So really easy to set up. And again, you have the two modes here. You can have the split screen and converse that way. Again, by either tapping on the earbud when it's your turn to speak, or by clicking the English or Italiano with the mic icon. So in my opinion, these work really well. They're not perfect. They don't translate everything perfectly, but they definitely translate very accurately. And just having the three modes available to you, where you don't have to hand off an earbud if you don't want to, it's really convenient. So the three modes cover all your bases, and these truly are great for traveling. But as you can imagine, these aren't just translation earbuds. They function very similarly to other earbuds where you can take calls, listen to music. Again, they have active noise cancellation. And as normal earbuds, they sound fine. There's a 10mm driver in each earbud. They support AAC, and the noise cancellation goes up to 30 decibels. And they're really good for, podcasts, music, listening to YouTube, but they're definitely not high-end audiophile earbuds. Also, I found the fit of these to be really good. They'll fit in most ears. I can wear these for hours without any discomfort, and the battery life is around 7.5 hours on a single charge with translation or music, and up to 24 hours when you factor in recharges from the case. You can see the ear tips here. You get two sizes. Nice if you had a few more ear tip sizes, because everyone's ear is completely different and you don't know if these will fit your ears. They fit mine perfectly, but that doesn't mean it's gonna fit well for you. Overall, they're more comfortable than the older AirPods, first, second generation, they're better than those. So one thing to note, these do have some connectivity quirks, like one earbud not charging sometimes or dropping connection. Also, these can struggle in loud environments where the microphones can't isolate the speaker cleanly. So if a lot of people are speaking, this will be really hard to translate. Also, it'd be nice if you didn't have to pay for the offline translation. So who are these for? These make sense if you travel, if you live abroad, or regularly talk to someone who doesn't share a language with you. Or if you want something more natural than passing a phone back and forth, and you're okay with some tech friction and some occasional translation mistakes, then these could be for you. And these probably don't make sense if you rarely leave your home country or almost never interact with non-English speakers, or if you expect interpreter level accuracy for legal, medical, or high stakes business conversations. You'll definitely want some other type of device or really an actual translator. Or these might not be for you if you're totally fine using a free app like Google Translate with existing earbuds. But this experience is much better though. So in my opinion, these are definitely translation earbuds worth checking out.